Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tasuke. Let me open up this little bad boy with I've actually gotten a chance to play a PS4, and the game I'm going to talk about here is actually on the PS4 that I played. It's called Warframe. It's a free-to-play online third-person shooter. I played it originally on the PS4, but the version that I've recorded is actually from the PC. This is also a PC game. In fact, I think it came out on the PC first. And I'll just go ahead and say that I'm not really good at shooters. I die a few times in this video, in this one mission that I'm trying to do. And for a more experienced player, this one mission probably wouldn't have taken that long anyway. But anyway, Warframe. It's a sci-fi third-person shooter. Graphically, it looks really, really nice. When I looked at it on the PS4, I'm just like, wait, this actually looks really good. Like, this looks like a cutscene from a game or something. It doesn't look like, just regular, like a PS3 game. It looks like a next-gen title. It looks like it could be on the PS4 or Xbox One. And gameplay actually wasn't that bad. I actually kind of prefer third-person shooters over first-person a little bit. I just kind of like seeing the character I play as. I feel like, I don't know, I just like that better. And in this game, they give you a main weapon, but they also give you a melee weapon. Instead of like a melee attack, it's a melee weapon. And for the class I was playing, the Excalibur, it was a sword. The Scava, I think it's called, or Scara, I don't remember what it's called, but so obviously graphics, this game is pretty stellar in my opinion. Even on the PC, it looks nice. I mean, I had to kind of turn down the settings a little bit to where it would run a little better, because I don't really like my game to hiccup that much. I try to make sure my game runs okay, and it did. And once I fixed everything up, like turned off anti-aliasing and whatnot. Now, for the actual design of the game, like the sci-fi, I kind of like it. I kind of like this kind of sci-fi look. Like, there's certain sci-fi that I like when you kind of do a very, how do I put this? Like, almost alien kind of design or something. Like, I don't know. Like HR not even that. I was going to say H.R. Giger, but the design of this game, I think, is very, very, very nice. I don't know, I just like its design. I'm not really one for sci-fi, again, but I thought it looked nice. It definitely has a market for it, and even though I'm not really into sci-fi, it did look really good, so. Gameplay, it plays fine. I'm not really one for third-person shooters, but I'm not really one for shooters, but third-person shooters I do okay with, I think. And this one I thought did pretty well, both on the PS4 and on the PC. I think I prefer playing it with a controller, so when I actually get this game to actually keep, because I just wanted to get it on PC just to kind of play it for a little bit and kind of get back into the groove of it. I'll probably get it on PS4. It's free to play, so, In fact, there's a Penny Arcade comic about it, and I'm pretty sure they play it on PS4 as well. This game probably is getting a lot of traffic on PS4, to be honest, and this game seems like kind of a Sony game to me. Like, I don't know. It kind of, I think part of the reason why I like it is because it reminds me of Chain Dive, that old Japanese PS2 demo that I played back a long time ago. I still need to get that game. I plan to in the future. Maybe once I learn Japanese so that I can understand it. Anyway, so yeah, that might be the reason why I like this game's design, and because it kind of reminds me of Chain Dive a little bit. I sort of like that. I don't really know what to call it. Like super sci-fi, maybe? I might actually look that up on Google and see what comes up. Super sci-fi. Watch Chain Dive and Warframe come up. I think this is an indie game, too, and either that or it's just, well, I mean, it is an indie game, I'm pretty sure. It actually, though, it looks very nice. It doesn't really feel like an indie game. It just feels like just a game made by just some random developer. It doesn't like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. It doesn't really feel like just some kid out of high school or college trying to make a video game. It feels like an unknown developer just putting their game out there. That's essentially how it feels to me. Difficulty, I feel like this game can get kind of hard sometimes. Maybe it's just because I try to melee everything, as you'll see in the video. But, you know, that's just kind of my style. I prefer getting up in your face and slashing things. I'm not really one for ranged combat. And for the most time, I do pretty well, but there are times where the enemy will have too much power, and I'll end up getting killed. This game's a little bit like Halo, where you have shields. But it's more like having a second health bar. And once those shields go down, you'll start losing HP. If you run away and sit for a little bit, you'll, or chill for a little bit, you'll get your shields back. So it's like Halo in that you can get your shields back, but it's not like Halo in that it's not like a literal shield. It's like a second health bar that I think is also capped at 100. I'm sure you can raise it, but and this game, like a lot of free-to-play games, has premium content that you could that you can buy, that you can get from like earning money in game, and you can also, I think, pay for stuff as well with actual real money, which I would almost prefer. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I almost kind of prefer buying stuff with real money than I do trying to earn up points in a game. It's just like, just let me buy it. But anywho, so overall, the game is decent. The story, I'm not entirely sure how it goes on. I mean, you can play this game solo, as you see me do, but it's not. It's more of like a multiplayer game, and I'm pretty sure it has a story. Like, you're on like this mission to save the planet from like this alien group or something. I'm not entirely sure. I know there's a war going on, and you're like a soldier or something, and this woman talks to you and tells you how to play the game. But it's a decent game. It really is. I was actually a little surprised. I started playing and I'm just like, okay, I'll play it. And then I'm like, wow, this game's actually pretty good. You know, it kind of reminds me of Untold Legends a little bit, where, you know, it was just kind of like a new game, but then I played and I was like, oh, this game's actually really good. I mean, the main difference is with Untold Legends, it was meant to replace Champions of Norath. So, and I'll get to that later on when I talk about the games I think you should play if you're trying to find something new to play with Champions and to replace Champions of Norath or something. But this is Warframe, a frame of war. But I think the suits are actually called Warframes or frames. They're called something. I had my eye on this one called the Paladin that looked kind of cool. I don't think it's an actual paladin, but it looked kind of cool. What else? Sorry. Weird congestion that I'm getting at like 4 in the morning. There we go. It's starting to go away. Anyway. In terms of, you know, well, I know this is on PS4 and PC, but one, my PC's not that good, and two, I don't have a PS4. Is this going to come out on PS3? Maybe, though I doubt it. It definitely will not come out on Wii. Most likely not Wii U. Maybe 360. More likely Xbox One. Maybe PS3, though. You know, this game, you know, it's very clear why they chose something like the PS4. I think they could have easily put it on the Xbox One, but and maybe they will. Maybe they're working on an Xbox One version, which would increase this game's popularity even more. Like, it'd be cool if this game got a physical release. Never mind, the congestion's still back. sort of. But, you know. So I would say, you know, if you really want to play this, just get it on PC. It's free to play, and you just make an account. It's free to play, and just turn down the settings really low. I mean, you'll miss out on the graphical appearance of this game, but with PC gaming, you have to kind of make that sacrifice sometimes. And that's actually kind of cool about PC gaming. You can alter the details of the graphics. I think that's pretty useful if you're trying to play a game in really high quality. Or if you're trying to play a really high quality game on like an older computer and it won't run as well. But not really much else I can say about it. But so would I recommend this game? Definitely, especially if you have a PS4. If you have a PS4 and you're kind of boned that there aren't too many games you can play, definitely pick this game up. It is worth your money. I actually really like it. It's quite a good game. And if you can get your friends to play it, if they have a PS4, then, you know, play it with them. Of course, with PC, more people have computers, so you could probably convince them to play the computer version with you. And you can use a controller, so it's not like you're forced to use a keyboard. But I mean, you know, I use a Logitech controller. I don't really like using console controllers with computer games, because then I feel like I'm playing an emulator. Which for PC games, I'd rather actually use like an actual PC controller. Personally, that's just me. But anywho, that's just how I feel about it. So I might try it again with the controller the next time I play it, but I wouldn't expect to see me on the PC front of this game. I'll probably get it on PS4 when I eventually get one. Who knows? Maybe it's actually on PS3 and I didn't notice. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not because I've looked it up. But overall, it's good. I like it. I likes it a lot. It is the funs of the games, and I would definitely recommend it. Overall, I would say give this game a try at least if you like third-person shooters. Like if you like Gears of War and you've moved on to PS4, or you like third-person shooters, then this is definitely one for you. And it's fun. It's definitely fun. I don't think it has like a versus or a PvP kind of thing. I think it's like co-op only. I think it might have like a deathmatch option, which I think would be fun. I think that would actually be really fun. That would keep me playing this game for a while. But yeah, overall, really good game. I would definitely recommend it, regardless if you have a PS4 or not. Get it on the PC like I did. And then when you get a PS4 eventually, get it on PS4. But yeah, this is Flamesron, aka YouTube's Tasuke, signing out. Played this game, Warframe. It is fun. See you later.